Number 3 is to increase our acts of worship and stay away from sin. And here our ulama, they teach us that every time you conquer your desires, your hawa, your nafs, to worship Allah, whether it's fasting, whether it's praying tahajjud, or praying your salah on time, or wearing the hijab, or giving up the sin that you're being enticed to do and you turn away from it. Every time you do that, you're strengthening your iman. Iman increases through obedience and decreases through sin. So every time you sacrifice for the deen of Allah, you're actually strengthening yourself. You're strengthening your iman, because you're weakening the sultan, the power of the shaitan over you. Every time you disobey the shaitan, he becomes weaker and weaker. And every time you obey Allah, your bond with him, your connection with him becomes stronger and stronger. So this is one of the wisdoms behind the hadith. There's a hadith, Man yuridillahu bi khayran ibtalahu. If Allah wants good for a person, he gives him a test. Because why? If Allah loves a person, why is he testing him? Well, because he only tests according to our ability. And every time we pass a test, we strengthen our relationship with Allah. We prove our love for Allah. We prove that we love Allah more than ourselves and our desires and this temporary, worthless dunya. We give up the haram for his sake, and we show that we love him more than we love this worldly life, subhanAllah. We love to be with him more than we love holding on to this dunya and its trivialities and its little things here. So by obeying Allah, whenever we obey Allah, we strengthen our heart. We make our hearts stronger upon the truth. And of course, the hadith says that the people with the greatest tests are those with the greatest iman. And the more higher a person's iman is, the more tough his test will be, because Allah is raising ranks and stations with him. And so here, obeying Allah and avoiding sins, this is a reflection of one's inner state. And the ulama say that with Allah, there are stations, there are waypoints. And these stations are not physical. There are physical things that we do, like we pray, we fast. This person is a musalli, this woman, the sister is a muhajjiba. But there are internal stations that we achieve through passing these tests. These are waypoints on the path to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are maqamat, or these are stations inside, internal actions. These are stations of the heart. These are, in the path to Allah, the heart has to pass through certain stations. And from those stations is tawakkul, trusting in Allah, and thabat, and truthfulness, sidq. Where the heart has full trust in Allah. It holds on to the rope of Allah, in spite of whatever's around it. And so people differ in that, in this closeness to Allah. But the tests and the trials, the wisdom behind those tests and trials is to help us develop that tawakkul. When we rely on our means, our intelligence, our parents or our employer for our rizq, then Allah may test us in that. We lose that thing. Maybe we lose a parent or we lose our job. And then Allah is trying to train us to know that the rizq is from Him. The same one who gave you from that person, He will take care of you. He will provide for you from any way that you might not imagine. So this training is what a believer goes through. And the way that we pass those tests is we obey Allah and we avoid sin. And likewise, whenever we sin, it weakens our iman, because we're obeying the sultan of the nafs, the power of the nafs, the hawa, the shaitan. We're loving the dunya. So then our thabat becomes weaker and weaker, and we slip away. And so here, this is number 2, is to increase in our worship and to avoid sins. This will let us reach that maqam of obedience and tawakkul and thabat with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.